Hey guys, this is Day Louise with Louisiana Gridiron Football. Today I'm joined here with Dakota Wilson, 4-star linebacker from Walker High School. Be sure to subscribe below during the intro. So Dakota, we would like you to show us your favorite play and write it up for us.
So my favorite play is Webb, and this is a blitz play from last year's defense, where I mostly played Will linebacker, which is the outside linebacker, and Webb is the Will blitzing through the B gap, and it's a time blitz. So you'd have the end kick into the outside, tackle kicks to the inside, leaving this gap open. And you'd have the quarterback snap count down, so if you time it right, you get through B gap untouched and easy tackle or sack in the backfield.
Okay, how successful is that play for you?
Pretty much every time we ran it, either a sack or a tackle in the backfield.
Okay. All right, we'll be right back.
In Louisiana, football is year-round. At Louisiana Gridiron Football, we're more than just a magazine. Our mission is simple: bring you the inside scoop on the teams that matter most to you. Go to LouisianaGridironFootball.com and subscribe today.
Dakota, we would like you to tell us about your football history. Kind of why did you start, when did you start playing football?
I started back in the Pee Wee League in Walker, the Walker Renegades. And my parents, at first, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was just something that my parents, said, hey, let's try this out, see if you like it. And then at first, it wasn't something I was very comfortable with, but the coaches there at that time had a big part to do with it because they weren't a favorite. Like, they didn't pick favorites. They were about the whole team. And that coaching staff is really what got me to love football and just the game itself, just running around getting to hit people.
How old were you, do you know?
I was about 6 or 7 when I first started. Because for the Walker Renegades, it was a C team, a B team, and an A team. And the A team was the older group, and you'd work your way up.
Gotcha. So why did your family want to put you in football? Did anybody in your family play football, or they just thought you'd be good at it?
My dad used to play football back when he was little. He used to live in Florida, and he used to play out there. And I guess it was just something just to kill the time at the time, I'm guessing. Just something for me to try out, see if I liked it or not.
Did you ever play any other sports?
I played baseball and basketball, and baseball stuck with me till now. And I had to give up basketball just because, once I got to high school, I couldn't do all three. And so basketball was kind of the only option to let me out because I wasn't giving up football or baseball.
So you still play baseball as well?
Yes, ma'am.
So how was it balancing both the two sports and schoolwork as well?
It's tough, definitely, because, you got to put in a lot of time, work, and dedication to both sports, football and baseball, to push yourself, get yourself better. And then on top of that, schoolwork is hard too, all the homework and studying for tests, and it makes it hard.
Do you think skills you learn in both football and baseball kind of cross over and help you in both sports?
Some, yes, ma'am. The running in baseball is pretty much the same as football. We run the same, but weightlifting wise, no, not at all.
Football's a lot more.
Yeah.
And do you have a role model for football, whether it's someone in the NFL or someone that plays in college?
Devin White from LSU, because he's one of those guys that hustles 100%. He gives his 110 every play. He doesn't take any plays off, and he's just an aggressive person on the field. He likes to be in the mix. He likes to, make big plays, make the tackles.
Have you ever played any other positions besides linebacker?
This year, like I said, they had me at DN, and they also had me at a Z, which is a tight end, basically tight end slot, and you line up in the slot in some plays. And that's the only other position. So
playing other positions, do you think it helps you kind of learn the field and be able to help you make good plays?
Yes, ma'am, because it teaches me different perspectives. Like, it lets me look at the field at different perspectives. Like, at DN, you see different things in the linebackers. You have different keys, different reads, and definitely playing both. Knowing what my reads are at DN and linebacker, it definitely helps me out. Like, just reading both of them at the same time, it makes it easier telling where the ball's going.
So tell me a little bit about your stats.
For weightlifting, when we maxed out this summer, my squat and power clean, my squat was 485 and my power clean was 255, and we haven't done bench yet.
Okay. So this being the off season, what are you doing for yourself to kind of prepare for the next season?
Just really staying in shape, not eating out and eating stuff I shouldn't be eating, not drinking any soft drinks, just mainly just sticking to water and really just putting in as much extra work as I can.
Okay. Have you attended any camps, or do you plan on attending any camps?
Yes, ma'am. I attended a Belhaven camp. I attended 2 Belhaven camps. One was at Live Oak a couple weeks ago, and then we actually went to Mississippi to Belhaven's campus to do a camp out there. And then I just recently went to a Northwestern camp out in New Orleans, I think. And we're still looking for more camps to go to.
How have those gone for you so far?
They went good for me. The Belhaven coach seemed to have an interest in me. He pulled me off to the side in the middle of the camp to talk about, my grades and, how well I did this past year in football. And he told me to just keep grinding out.
Looking back at film from the past few seasons, or maybe constructive criticism from coaches, what is the main skill you want to perfect for your senior season?
Really just quickness, getting off the ball quicker. Because tackling's not a problem. Tackling's not an issue for me. That's my main purpose as a middle linebacker, is to fill gaps. But definitely getting quicker at running. From sideline to sideline, having that full field range.
And what actions are you taking to kind of progress with that?
Our workout schedule through the week, we constantly have conditioning every day, and then Thursdays is when we have the biggest conditioning of the day. It's where we run the most. But for the most part through the week, it's just more of agility than conditioning, and that really helps with my quickness.
Okay. What do you think your coach did have to say about you on and off the field?
On the field, that I'm really, I'm a vocal person. If I see someone messing up, I'm gonna say something about it. I'm not just gonna let it happen. And I don't like when people mess up. Especially myself. And out of the into the classroom and stuff. I'm more of a quiet person in the classroom. I don't really get too rowdy. I kind of just sit there and do my work. Just kind of my own person. So.
Would you consider yourself a leader?
Yes, ma'am, I would.
And what do you think makes you a leader with football?
Just being that vocal person. Not a lot of people are gonna stand up and say, "Hey, you're doing this wrong. You need to do it right." And trying to get, I'm always trying to get my teammates better. Trying to pick them up if they're down.
Leading by example. And you just mentioned a little bit about the classroom. Tell me your GPA and your ACT score.
My GPA is a 3.0, and haven't taken the ACT, so I'm getting ready to take the SAT in a little bit.
Okay. And what do you think your teachers would say about you?
Really that I'm just, like I said, I'm just a quiet person in the classroom. I don't really cause distractions. I'm just sitting there doing my own work, just minding my own business.
So looking forward to college, have you thought about what you might want to major in?
Not yet, just because sports and football and baseball is just the only thing that interests me. So, that's the first goal, but, eventually I'm going to have to, if sports don't ever work out, then I'm going to have to fall back on something. So I'm still kind of, searching for something to major in.
And have you received any awards, whether it's for baseball, football, or any academic awards?
For football, my freshman year, I got a program builder award, which is basically like someone who's gonna help, build the program. And for baseball, I got a second team all-district first baseman.
Are you in any clubs, or do you do any types of community service?
I'm not in any clubs in school, but outside of school, we have one of our football coaches. His name's Coach Chad. He's a pastor at his church, and he's the one who has baptized me, and also every Tuesdays during the summer so far we've been doing one-on-one session, like one-on-one Bible study sessions, just so I can have a better connection with God, you know, because I always got to keep God first. God always has a plan for everybody.
Definitely. Do you think that's helped you in your life a lot with just your personal life and athletics?
Yes, ma'am, because after being baptized, it's changed me a lot, you know. It's changed me a lot as who I am as a person, you know, how I am to other people, you know, just stuff like that.
Yeah. How has the recruiting process been for you? Do you have any schools that are interested in you so far?
Yes, ma'am. There's been a few of them. There's been a school from, like I said, Belhaven, Northwestern State. I've had different colleges from just out of state. I can't remember the names right off my head.
So what do you think is the biggest difference, if there is one, from playing linebacker in high school to the jump to college?
Probably just the hustle, you know, from high school. College is, I assume it's, you know, you got to hustle 10 times more than you do in high school. You know, you got to put in 10 times the work than you do in high school. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any hobbies or something that you would like to tell people that they might not know about you?
I mean, when I'm just at home, you know, I like playing on my PS4. I like playing games with my friends and stuff. And outside of that, you know, I like spending time with my girlfriend as much as I can, you know, before college. Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, once again, this is Dayla Weeks. I'm joined here with Dakota Wilson, 4-star linebacker from Walker High School. Be sure to get our new 2020 recruiting edition and subscribe below. Thanks.